Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Class 1A Region 1 softball tournament here in Le Mars. It is that time of year once again. Postseason softball right here on Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Carson Schubert here with you for tonight's broadcast here from Le Mars at the Riverview Complex as the 16 and 11 Gehlen Jays host the 7 and 12 Trinity Christian Tigers. As both of these teams coming in, trying to survive and advance, as it's one and done this time of year. So one good performance could get you further than anybody would have thought you would have gone despite your record. So that's why you have to come to play every time out in the postseason, because one bad night could lead to your demise in the Iowa high school softball bracket. The same thing for Iowa baseball as well, which postseason for the Jays begins on Saturday night. And we'll have that coverage for you here on Fuller Digital Solutions as well on Saturday here from Le Mars. Again, it's an audio-only broadcast here on Fuller Digital Solutions. If you're interested in making it a video broadcast for the second round, possibly, you can definitely let Fuller Digital Solutions know by emailing them, fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. And they will, you can communicate with them on sponsoring that. So get in touch with them if you're interested in that. The Jays and the Tigers coming up here on Fuller Digital Solutions. This is the second matchup between these two teams this season. The Jays have won the last four matchups with the last three matchups with Trinity Christian. They have a 6-0 win earlier this year. Last year they defeated them 18-0, and then in 2019 they defeated them 16-4. The last time the Tigers were able to defeat the Jays was back on July 2nd of 2018, so it's been 3 years and 4 days since, and that was a 7-6 win for the Tigers, so it's 7-6 today. So I don't know if there's some weird thing there, but we'll see if the Jays can hold off the Tigers here tonight, or if the Tigers will prevail here on the road. So that we will have to wait and find out, as the rain is starting to kind of sprinkle down here. As we take a look at the starting lineup for both of these teams here before we have the national anthem, as it is the leadoff batter for the Tigers is number 10, center fielder Madeline Van Ginkel. The pitcher is number 6, Alyssa Mawson. Catcher is number 14, Kiana Heinen. The designated player is number 7, Ava Brummel. Playing for the, batting for the third baseman, number 1, Aubrey Van Briesen. And the first baseman is number 13, Belle Schiermeyer. The shortstop is Micaiah DeJager. Second base is Mesa Cleveringa. The right fielder is Julia Van Manen, and the left fielder is Dana DeBoer. And for the Jays, it's the center fielder, Tiffany Wardehoff. The left fielder, Alyssa Kolbeck. The pitcher is Emily Kellen. The third baseman is Nevaeh Hodgson. The right fielder is Lillian Harpenow. The second baseman is Mackenzie Olish. And the designated player is Cindy Poland. And she's batting for the first baseman, Cora Yaki. And the catcher is number 9, Jaden Bartol. And the shortstop is number 15, Larissa Poland. Jays are coached by Tony Gunter, Taylor Peters, and Kenny Alish. And the head coach for the Tigers is David Van Egdom. Those are the starters for both of these teams. And we are going to momentarily here take a break in a moment for the playing of our national anthem, as we just celebrated Independence Day yesterday and Sunday and the weekend. So we will honor America here momentarily. Again, the Jays coming in 16-11, and the Tigers coming in at 7-12.
The Lady Jays are coached by Tony Gunter, assisted by Taylor Peters and Kenny Alish. Our officials for tonight's game, as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Lynn Evans on the bases and Joe Koenigs behind the plate. Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back here to the Riverview Complex in Lamar's. So we get you set for this matchup again. 16-11, as that'll be on your screen all night. Here, the Jays, and 7-12 are the Tigers. We start this ball game like any other ball game, as the visiting team will be batting first, and leading off for the Trinity Christian Tigers, it is Madeline Van Ginkel, the center fielder, as she steps into the box and delivers a pitch that bounces to the plate. Ball one from Gehlen. 7:04 here as the mostly cloudy skies, pretty much all cloudy skies here, as overcast as that is a quick 1-3 put out back to the pitcher, and Gehlen quickly retires Van Ginkel. So Emily Gehlen gets out number 1. And that'll bring up the pitcher, number 6, Alyssa Mawson, and there's a swing and a miss, strike 1 to the pitcher for Trinity Christian here tonight. So far this season, Alyssa Mawson, as she takes a strike, or no, actually, well, it's 1-1. Count is 1-1 as Alyssa Mawson this season hitting .345. As that is swung on and missed, and it's 1-2 to Mawson. She has 8 RBIs this season. She's walked 4 times, struck out 7 times, has 4 doubles. 1-2 pitch, and that one up and away. And the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, just underway in the Mars. Top of the first inning. And the pitch is tapped foul. And the catcher for the Jays, Jaden Bartle, has to come to the backstop and retrieve it. Not much wind, or at least not much wind affecting the flagpole out in straightaway center field. And there's a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Alyssa Mawson for Emily Gehlen. And it's quickly 2 outs. And that brings up Kiana Heinen, the catcher. And she takes a ball up high, and it's 1-0. So far this season, Emily Gehlen, a 2.31 ERA and a 1.32 WHIP. That one up and away, and it's 2-0. Gehlen in 4 starts this season, 4-3, 36 and a third innings pitched. She does have 2 saves before Schnepp went down with the injury. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. But Gehlen, really good opponent batting average of only 143, and that's actually 0.2 points. It's about, well, we'll just say about 2 points lower batting average against than Riley Schnepp. Riley Schnepp gives up a 145 opponent batting average. Gehlen in a lot less innings with a 143. There's a swing and a miss, and a couple of strikeouts for Gehlen to end the top of the first inning. We go to the bottom half of the first. No score here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Radio family is growing. Now you can listen to all of the Vermilion Tanagers broadcast on 2 stations, 101.5 FM and AM 1570. When the Tanagers are playing, tune in to either 101.5 FM or AM 1570 to catch the voice of the Tanagers, Keith Nimke, for every play. In addition, we invite you to listen to all of our ESPN programming. We thank you for listening and our radio sponsors that allow us to broadcast all of the Vermilion Tanager sports on ESPN, 101.5 FM and AM 1570.
Welcome back to the Riverview Complex as we begin the bottom of the first inning. The first pitch delivered is down and away, ball 1 from Alyssa Mawson, and it's Tiffany Wardehoff in the left-handed batter's box. Steps out, steps back in. Now the delivery from Mawson, and that's a called strike, and the count is even at 1. And the left fielder, Alyssa Colbeck, will be next, and then followed by Emily Kellen, the pitcher. That's the top 3 here of the Jays batting order. And we'll see if they can get more to come to the plate here in the first inning. And that's a ball, 2-1. 2-1 for Mawson to Wardehoff. And the pitch is a strike. 2-2. Wardehoff with a 2-2 count, and she takes up high, and it's 3-2. She has drawn on this season 10 walks, struck out 11 times, a batting average of .444, and the total line is .516 on base, .457 slugging. She has 29 runs scored this season. That one fouled off to the third base on deck circle for the Jays. Picked up and thrown back in by Colbeck over to the pitcher Mawson. So another 3-2 pitch here, and a swing and a miss as Wardehoff reaches outside the zone and strikes out. And it's a one first out here for the Jays. And that brings up Alyssa Colbeck. Colbeck on the season, .322 average, as that one hit in the air to right field. Long run out there, but the catch is made by Julia Van Manen, the right fielder, and that is an F9 for out number 2. And shallow, kind of more shallow right center, kind of popped up there. And now the pitcher, Emily Kellen, with 2 down quickly here in the first. Kellen trying to help herself out here and takes inside 1-0. That one gets to the backstop as well. Nobody on base to worry about it. And the 1-0 is down low, 2-0 to Kellen. Emily Kellen on the season hitting .447, leading the Jays. She has 1 home run, 20 RBIs, 9 doubles. Total of 10 extra base hits there. She's walked 9 times, struck out only 6 times. She's been hit by 2 pitches. Has a sacrifice fly and 2 sacrifices on the season, and has scored a total of 20 runs, and there's a strike on the 3-0. 3-1 from Mawson to Kellen. And the pitch is grounded shallowly to short, and the out is recorded on a 6-3 putout. Micaiah DeJager to the first baseman, Belle Schermeyer. So a quick first inning for both pitchers. 1, 2, 3. Both teams go in inning number 1. We go to inning number 2 on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online, too, at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Riverview Complex here in Lamar's on Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Carson Schubert here with you for tonight's broadcast. Audio only here on Fuller Digital Solutions. As the first pitch of the inning from Gehlen is a ball. There's a strike. It's 1-1 to number 7, the designated player, Ava Brummel. Gehlen had a 1-2-3 first inning. She struck out 2, the final 2 of the inning. And is off to a good start here today, as that's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 to the number 4 batter, the cleanup batter, Brummel. Brummel, 244 hitter on the season, a line of 244, 320 on base, and 467 slugging. That one fouled off to stay alive. For the rest of the inning for Trinity, it'll be Belle Schiermeyer on deck. And Micaiah Dieger, shortstop. That one low and maybe inside, 2-2. Rain's picking up here, just a tad. We'll see if it will stay away here for us to be able to finish a game. Or hopefully we don't have to deal with a delay for the players' sake. And, you know, for the broadcaster's sake too, I guess. Wouldn't be a bad idea. 2-2. From Gehlen after that last one was fouled off, and this one is as well. So a good battle going on here from Ava Brummel. Again, the designated player. Take a look at the rest of the bracket here in a moment. The 2-2 is outside an eye. So the Jays or the Tigers will be playing the winner of GTRA and MMCRU going on tonight also. And that's at Ruth Van Aerscher Athletic Complex. Swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout. And Ava Brummel goes down on strikes. Gehlen's got 3 strikeouts in a row going back to the last inning. And out number 1. That brings up Belle Schiermeyer. And Schiermeyer takes ball 1. Belle Schiermeyer on the season, a line of 250, 333, and 423. She does have a home run, 7 RBIs. That one fouled away, and it's even at 1, the count is. She has scored 10 times this season. Has 4 doubles and a triple as well to add to her 1 home run, 7 RBIs. She has a sacrifice fly, walked 6 times. That one hit well into left center field. It's going to go all the way to the fence, and it is going to be a double. And Schiermeyer is in with a 1-out double. So the first base runner of the game, and it's a 1-out double for the visiting Trinity Christian Tigers. And that brings up the shortstop, number 2, Micaiah Dieger. Dieger this season hitting .264, 322 on base, 321 slugging. Runner did not go. It was close. Thinking about it. The count is 0-1. And bunting again, but she pulls it back as it's 1-1 the count to Micaiah Dieger. Dieger this season has a total of no sacrifices, according to what I have here. So trying to get her first sacrifice of the season. And maybe even beating it out. But the third baseman, Hodgson, is in really well. Here's a throw to first. And safe at first base on the bunt as it was successfully laid down. And the runners are at the corners. So now it's back-to-back hits, and the Tigers have a threat here in the second inning. So now it's Mesa Cleveringa, the second baseman, a freshman this season. Strike one, and the runner going to second on the play is Dieger. And one strike, and here is the pitch, and that's swung on and missed. Two strikes. Mesa Cleveringa this season. She has 5 hits in 27 at-bats, and there's a swing and a miss, and that's a big spot for a freshman as she strikes out for out number 2. So runners at second and third. And that brings up the right fielder, Julia Van Manen. Swing and a miss. Van Manen on this season, 5 hits and 42 at-bats. Does have 10 RBIs, 3 sacrifices. Can't get a sacrifice here with 2 outs. Does have 1 double. Gehlen trying to work out of trouble here in the second inning. And the windup is a pitch low. And the count is even at 1 again. Of course, trying to block everything is the catcher Bartol. And that's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 to the right fielder, Van Manen, the sophomore, trying to come up with a huge postseason hit. Gehlen delivers, and it is strike 3 on the inside corner. She strikes out the side, but not in order. As the Jays strand runners at second and third, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. No score on Fuller Digital Solutions.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Riverview Complex. The first pitch from Mawson to Hodgson is a strike, and it's 0-1, and that pitch is swung on and missed, and it's quickly 2 strikes to Hodgson. Hodgson on the season hitting .259 with a .328 on base, .293 slugging. She is a freshman and takes up high. 1-2 to Hodgson. 5 RBIs on the season, 2 doubles. Scored only 3 runs this season. Has walked 6 times, struck out 9. 1-2 pitch is swung on and hit up the middle, a base hit. And the Jays have a leadoff single to start the second inning. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered here in Lamar's, as it's a leadoff base hit. And that brings up Harpenow. Lillian Harpenow, as the right fielder gets her batting stance ready and waits for Mawson, who winds up and delivers, and the pitch is bunted foul. Harpenow on the season. She does have a, let's see, Harpenow does have 3 sacrifices on the season. So 1 strike and another bunt attempt, and she gets that one down. The throw to second base is not in time, and that's going to be a fielder's choice that allows Hodgson to get to second. So a fielder's choice, and it's runners at first and second with nobody out. And here's Mackenzie Alish, the second baseman. Alish going to have a courtesy runner. And that brings in Aspen Mosier. And Aspen Mosier this season has 2 stolen bases in 2 attempts. 6 runs scored. And here's Alish. And Mackenzie Alish hitting .303 this season, 5 RBIs, .439 on base, .318 slugging, 3 sacrifices. She's walked 14 times, struck out 12. She does have 1 double on the season, 15 runs scored for Alish, the sophomore. I'll try and make sure all the substitutions correct. Fly's kind of running rampant here, too, with the rain coming down a little bit. First and second, nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. It looks like a bunt attempt by Alish. She takes a strike. And it's 0-1 as she kind of pulled the bunt back a little bit. So a called strike there. And the pitch is a bunt down, and that ball is not going to be caught at first base, and they're loaded. So Alish beats it out, and and that's an E1, I believe. The pitcher threw it low that time. So the Jays with a golden opportunity as Cindy Poland comes to the plate, the designated player who's batting for the first baseman, Cora Yaki. And that pitch is taken for a ball, and it's ball 1. Jays with a chance to not only get on the board, but bust things open here in the second inning. Mawson taking her time to get set here. And the 1-0, and that one is fouled back and out of play near the Trinity Christian bus that's parked behind the crowd here at the Riverview Complex in Lamar's. Again, rain still steadily sprinkling down, I guess is how I would phrase it. 1-1 the count. And that's 2-1 now to Cindy Poland, the designated player. Pulling the number 7 batter in the lineup. And she swings and misses, and it's 2-2 from Maassen to Poland. Jaden Bartol on deck. Two and two. And the pitch is swung on and fouled back. Cindy Poland on the season, 3 at-bats or 3 hits in only 21 at-bats. But she does have an RBI, a sacrifice, 2 walks on the season. Struck out 3 times. And the 2-2 is low. And the count is full with nobody out, and the base is still juiced. Poland trying to deliver. And that's ball 4, and that'll bring in a run. Jays on top. 1-0. And the Jays will still have the bases loaded with nobody out, but now we have a pitching mound visit, or pitching circle visit, rather. And we will take a quick break here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with YouPick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Riverview Complex here in Lamar's, as it is Jaden Barthol's opportunity here. First pitch. Swing and a miss there by Barthol. Barthol on the season is a 200 hitter, 314 on base percentage. Count 1-1. Well, trying to take stats here, but the way my stat sheet already is getting smudged because of the rain may prohibit any post-game statistics that are given. So just an FYI on that, and depending on the rain, there's a good chance we will have a very condensed post-game show anyway here on Fuller Digital Solutions. That pitch was fouled off there by Barthol, and now it's 1-2. With the bases still loaded for the Jays, 1 run in as they try and add yet at least 1 more. The number 8 hitter, Jaden Barthol, at the plate. And that's up and away, and it's 2-2. Barthol on the season, 3 RBIs and 4 sacrifices. She's walked 10 times, struck out only 6 times. She does have a run scored. Of course, usually courtesy ran for her. That's a ground ball and a base hit through the infield. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the throw. It's not in time, and that'll allow both the runners at first and second to get to second and third. It's a 2-run single by Jaden Barthol, and the Jays have a 3-0 lead, and there's still nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. So now a 2 RBI double, or single rather, for Barthol, and advance on the throw. And now Bryn Wendt will run at second base. She scored 6 times this season. And that brings up Larissa Poland, the number 9 batter. Jays already with 3 in. Three and 0, 3-0 rather, as the Lady Jays with the advantage. Take a look at the rest of the bracket here. As we said, the Jays or Tigers will be playing GTRA or MMCRU. And that game's scheduled to be here tomorrow night. And then on the other side, it's Akron Westfield awaiting the winner tomorrow night, the winner of Artley Melvin Sanborn and Harris Lake Park. And that is a ball. One 1-0 to Poland. Jays still with a good opportunity. Second and third, nobody out. And out 2-0 from Mossett. The top of the order lurking in the on-deck circle as Tiffany Wardehoff would hit next. Well, more than likely will hit next unless by some miracle the Tigers can grab a triple play here. 2-1. 2-1 to Larissa Poland. Mawson taking her time between pitches once again. She gets ready and delivers, and the pitch is low, and it's 2-1. 2-1 to Larissa Poland. Poland this season, .244 hitter, .330 on base, .308 slugging as a swing and a miss. 2-2. Or 3. I think it's, it is 3-2, I guess. 3-2 pitch, and that's a swing and a drive into the gap in right center. It's going to go all the way to the fence. One runs in. Here comes the other, and it is 5-0 rather, in favor of the Jays, as it is a 2-run double for Larissa Poland. So back to back big hits. Jaden Barthol with the 2 RBI single and then the 2-run double by Larissa Poland. And now the top of the order up to the plate is Tiffany Wardehoff, the center fielder. She struck out, takes a strike. One strike, 5-0 lead Jays on the Mid-States Bank scoreboard, as that is swung on and foul. Two quick strikes to Wardehoff. She struck out her first time swinging. Colbeck is on deck. That one skips back to the backstop. And all the way to third goes Poland. And it's 1-2 once again now here to Wardehoff. And the pitch is fouled back. Reaches the back row of the bleachers, and we'll do another 1-2 here with a runner at third and nobody out for the Jays in their half of the second. With already 5 in the inning. Hodgson with a base hit and a run. Lillian Harpenow, fielder's choice and a run. Two. Kenzie Alish reached on an error and scored. Cindy Pullen walked and scored. And that's a swing and a miss. And that's strikeout. And it's the first out. And the only time, the only person that Lisa Mawson has struck out again as Wardehoff goes down. As just can't pick up Mawson as well. Of course, some hitters pick up better or more pitchers, other pitchers better than others, and vice versa. And that's a high pop-up on the bunt. And it's a quick pop-out for Colbeck. Not sure why they were trying to bunt there. So pop out to the pitcher, and it's quickly 2 down with still a runner at third. Be really nice to at least get her in yet. As Emily Kellen steps to the plate, she grounded out to short her first time up. And she'll try and come up with a big 2-out base hit as that one fouled off. She took a good swing at that one. Kind of almost a home run type swing. 190 feet down each the left and right field lines. 210 out to straightaway center here at the softball field for the Jays here in the Riverview Complex. And that strike 2 floated in there. So it's the 4 through 9 hitters that got the Jays their 5 runs, and the top of the order providing little resistance so far. Kind of the opposite of what you would usually expect, as there's a little flare into left center field, and the running catch is made by the left fielder, and that is out number 3, Dana DeBoer with the catch. As we go to the 3rd inning on Fuller Digital Solutions, Jays get 5 and lead it 5-0 on FDS.
Our radio family is growing. Now you can listen to all of the Vermilion Tanagers broadcast on 2 stations, 101.5 FM and AM 1570. When the Tanagers are playing, tune in to either 101.5 FM or AM 1570 to catch the voice of the Tanagers, Keith Nimke, for every play. In addition, we invite you to listen to all of our ESPN programming. We thank you for listening and our radio sponsors that allow us to broadcast all of the Vermilion Tanager sports on ESPN, 101.5 FM and AM 1570.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online, too, at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
Welcome back to the Riverview Complex here in Lamar's. Wind picking up just slightly, it looks like, as it's blowing out to straight away pretty well center field, as the American flag in center field is blowing pretty much straight out now. Maybe a little bit towards right center. As Dana DeBoer, the left fielder, just making the catch to end the 2nd inning, steps into the batter's box, lays down a bunt opportunity, and actually did not lay it down. She attempted to lay it down, as that is a swing and a miss as she's trying to take a stab at it. 0-1 from Kellen, and that's a swing and a miss by DeBoer. Dana DeBoer this season. She has a 188 average, 333 on base, and 188 slugging. Has 1 RBI on the year. Walked 6 times, struck out 15, and has scored 4 times. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and the 6th strikeout already for Emily Gehlen. She had 3 in the last inning, striking out the side, not in order, and then 2 to end the first inning. So the last 7 outs have come via the strikeout. Actually, I take that back. The last 6 outs. Strike 1 to Madeline Van Ginkel. Two quick strikes to Van Ginkel. 1 out. Van Ginkel, her first time, grounded back to the pitcher. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout. How about number 7 right there? And 7 consecutive outs by the strikeout. Emily Gehlen, just some good stuff. Even though she did allow a couple of hits, she's been very good. And that's a ball, 1-0 to Maassen. She struck out. Was one of the 2 strikeout victims. Hayden also striking out. She's scheduled to hit next if given the opportunity here in this inning. That's a fly ball into right center field, back to the fence, and it'll one-hop the fence. And it will be a double as Maassen has herself a 2-out double. And a big opportunity now for Kiana Heinen. As Heinen will try to come up big here. That brings up Heinen here, the catcher, struck out. She does have a 333 average this season, 448 on base, 625 slugging. 2 home runs on the year, 14 RBIs, 6 doubles, a triple. Walked 8 times, struck out 13, has been hit by 2 pitches on the season. That's a ball. 1-0 to Heinen. And the 1-0 is in for a strike. So other than 3 hits so far for the Tigers, the Jays' pitching and defense has been really good. Emily Gehlen, 7 of the 8 outs she's recorded via the strikeout, as there's strike 2 to Kiana Heinen. So again, a runner at second with 2 outs for the Tigers. That one bounced to the plate, and it's 2-2. Still some sprinkles falling here in Lamar's. And there's a ground ball to third. Hodgson fires across, and it is bobbled at first. And runners will be at the corners here with still 2 down. And that'll be an E5 on Hodgson. So now, once again with 2 outs, the Tigers have runners and on base. Last time they were unable to capitalize, but this time they have their cleanup batter, Ava Brummel, at the plate with those runners on base here. So, designated player is Ava Brummel, as she struck out swinging her first time up. Ava Brummel, the junior, steps in. And a swing and a miss there. Gehlen trying to reach back here a little bit in the third inning after the couple of base hits, or a couple of people have reached. One a double and one an error there, as that's a little flare into center field, but it will carry out to the center fielder, Tiffany Wardoff. And that is an F8, is fate, as they say, as it is 5-0 Jays. We head to the bottom of the third inning on Fuller Digital Solutions.
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Welcome back to Riverview Complex here in Lamar's. Ball one already delivered to Nevaeh Hodgson, and there is ball two. Hodgson, her first time up, had a base hit to lead off the second inning, and then came around to score. She was the first of 9 to come to the plate in the second inning for the Jays to give them their 5-0 lead. Scored on the bases loaded walk by Cindy Poland. There's a strike, and it's 3-1. Three-1 from Mawson, and that is down low, and that's ball 4. So leadoff walk, and it's back-to-back leadoff base runners for the Jays. They had a leadoff base runner in the second, and was Hodgson, and now in the third it's Hodgson. And here is Lillian Harpenow, the right fielder. She reached on a fielder's choice and then scored on a 2-run single by Jaden Barthel. Here is the pitch. Barthel puts down a bunt, and it will be a good one as it's a sacrifice, and the ball dropped at first base, and she will reach on an E1 there. Now, wait a minute. She thought, now she's out. And I think she must have thought she was out, but nobody said anything to her that time, and so it'll be runner at second with 1 out. Wow. That's a little head scratcher. One down, regardless, as they tagged her out after she stepped off the base, or she never went back to the base or went around. Not sure exactly how it happened, but I think she realized that, or she just thought that she was out. So 1 strike now to Alish, and that is swung and missed on a bunt attempt that time. 2 strikes here. Alish reached on an error her first time. Two strikes to Alish, and that is down and away. Or no, it's called strike 3. I'm a little surprised by that one. That's strikeout number 3 for Alyssa Mawson. And here's Cindy Poland. She walked with the bases loaded and drove in a run on that. And then scored on a 2 RBI double by Larissa Poland. Jays still with a runner at second base, but now 2 outs. Hodson was the leadoff batter, got on via the walk, and has been left at second base since the pickoff at first there a moment ago, and then the strikeout, and now it's 1-1 to Cindy Poland, the designated player, again batting for the first baseman, Cora Yaki. Pitch bounces, and it's going to let Hodson go to third on the play. Good eye that time by Hodson, as Heinen did not have any chance to throw her out. Here is the 2-1, and it is a ball, 3-1. Barthel hoping to come up with another opportunity, a single that drove in a pair last time for her. She'd love nothing more than another one. Here's 3-1 pitch. It's in there, and the count is full with 2 down and a runner at third here in the bottom of the third. Full count to Poland, and it is ball 4. So now another walk. Third walk issued by Mawson. And now Barthel will try and deliver once again with runners on, this time with 2 outs though. And the first pitch from Mawson to Barthel is a strike. Oh, 0-1. First pitch fouled away, or second pitch of the at-bat fouled off, 0-2. So now Barthel would have to try to do some 2-out, 2-strike hitting here. And that pitch fouled off. Staying alive is the name of the game when you're down 0-2. Larissa Poland is on deck if she's given the opportunity. She had a 2 RBI double. Here's Barthel, and she takes in and low. 1-2 to the Gehlen catcher. And the 1-2 is fouled off. One-two foul back into the bleachers, and a nice catch made back there. 1-2. Still Barthold battling, kind of smiling as she continues to fight off some tough pitches. Still runners at the corners, 2 out. 1-2 pitch from Massa to Barthold, and the pitch bounces to the plate, and going to second on the play is Poland. So second and third with 2 outs. Jays trying to come up with some big 2-out hits here. Trying to get one here. And that's a swing and a miss as Mawson gets out of trouble. We go to the 4th on Fuller Digital Solutions, and the Jays lead at 5-0.
Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
This is how it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You-Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Riverview Complex here in Lamar's. Audio-only broadcast here on Fuller Digital Solutions for the postseason here. Class 1A Region 1 softball bracket here. The Jays and the Tigers on Fuller Digital Solutions. 7-12 visiting opponent, the Tigers, and the 16-11 Jays, and that's a first pitch base hit leading off the 4th inning for the visiting Tigers. And that is Belle Schiermeyer delivering. So now an opportunity with nobody out for the Tigers as a looked like a bunt. Diager squared, but then pulled it back and swung and missed. So 1 strike to Diager. Diager singled and stole second in her first at bat, but then was left there. And 1-1 the count. And the pitch is bunted over to Hodgson. They will get the out at first. Very good chance they could have gotten the runner Schiermeyer over at second, but it does work as a sacrifice for Diager. Now Mesa Cleveringa with 1 down. And Cleveringa swings and misses. And it's 0-1. 0-1 with 1 out. Clever guy, the second baseman. She struck out swinging. The freshman. Would love to get RBI number 5 here. As she attempt to bunt, and it's a swing in the eyes of the umpire. 2 strikes. So runner at second, Schiermeyer. 1 down in the inning. 1-2 now, as Gehlen trying to once again dance out of danger. This time after a leadoff single. Strike 3. Another strikeout. The 8th of the game for Gehlen. 2 down, and that brings up the right fielder Van Manen. Struck out looking her first time up. Gehlen has just mowed through some of these hitters. And there's the first pitch strike as she pounds the zone once again. And that is 1 strike to Van Manen. That's a high pop-up, and it's going to go almost into shallow right, but it's the second baseman making the catch, Mackenzie Alish, as it is a P4 to end the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Jays with a 5-0 lead on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Our radio family is growing. Now you can listen to all of the Vermilion Tanagers broadcast on 2 stations, 101.5 FM and AM 1570. When the Tanagers are playing, tune in to either 101.5 FM or AM 1570 to catch the voice of the Tanagers, Keith Nimke, for every play. In addition, we invite you to listen to all of our ESPN programming. We thank you for listening and our radio sponsors that allow us to broadcast all of the Vermilion Tanager sports on ESPN, 101.5 FM and AM 1570.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online, too, at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
Welcome back to the Riverview Complex here in the Mars. First pitch is a ball to start the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-0 to Larissa Pullen. Swing and a foul, 1-1. The Jays were able to get 5 more runs here in the inning. They would only need to pitch 1 more scoreless inning, and the ball game would be over. But there's a ground out back to the pitcher. So now back to the top of the order. And here's Tiffany Wardoff. So that brings up Wardoff, as she has struck out twice, as that is fouled off. 1 strike to Tiffany Wardoff, the center fielder, the only Jay to strike out twice so far tonight. And that is a ball. The count is even at 1. Mawson had her face piece fall off there. Face mask, whatever you want to call it, I guess. probably is a technical term for those things, but I am not sure exactly what it is, but we'll just call it face mask. Had it fall off after delivering the pitch. 1-1, and now 2-1. As she takes a little stroll behind the pitcher's circle there, and now wipes some dirt off the rubber, and now steps on the rubber and sets and delivers, and the pitch is up and away, and all the way to the backstop, and it's 3-1. Seems as if the rain has stopped, as I'm going to knock on my clipboard here that is made out of some form of wood, I believe. We'll hopefully don't have to deal with any rain until afterwards. Then it can rain, farmers. Then we can have it rain. We just want to get this game in. 3-2 as that one was fouled off. But we will definitely allow you to get your rain after this game is over. But we would prefer to wait until then if possible. Unfortunately, we are not in charge of the weather. That one fouled off. And it's going to stay at 3-2 here. With the one down. Alyssa Colbeck is on deck. She has flew out to right field, popped out to the catcher. So now 3-2 once again to Wardahoff, who's having a heck of an at-bat. And she takes strike three called, and Wardahoff looks back in disbelief at the umpire, but it is strike three. And it is out number 2 of the bottom of the 4th inning. And here's Colbeck. It's been the only part of the Jays' order to not have success is the top third, which is rare. But sometimes you just have those nights in softball and baseball where your bottom of the order all of a sudden starts to click, and then all of a sudden your top of the order starts to slump a little bit. We'll see if Colbeck can reverse the early trends here tonight by getting on base. As that is upstairs. Two balls, no strikes as the American flag blows out more towards right field now. And now bunt, and he pulls it back for a strike. 2-1. Two and one to Colbeck. That's up and away. 3-1. Gehlen on deck if she's given the opportunity. She's 0 for 2 so far, but would love an opportunity once again with a runner on base this time. And that is ball 4. The Jays try to get some 2-out magic pulled together here as Maassen walks her 4th batter of the night. Maassen so far this season has walked 44 batters in 87 2/3 innings, so almost a batter every other inning. Yeah, about a batter every other inning. But tonight she has walked a batter for every inning she's pitched. So actually a little high on the numbers. That was hit well, but right off to the shortstop. And safe at first base on a close play. And that, I believe, is going to be an infield hit, we're going to say. Was very close to a 1-6-3 putout, but instead we will have runners at second and first. And now Hodgson to the plate. Nevaeh Hodgson has walked and singled in the game. She scored a run. Swing and a miss there by Hodgson. She's had herself a nice night tonight in the 4 spot. Earning her placement there in that 4 spot so far. Getting on base, scoring a run. Now she has an RBI opportunity, and that is a strike, and it's 0-2. And I believe, her first hit, her first at bat, she had a hit, and she was in a 1-2 count. So she is capable of hitting with 2 strikes if she has to, and that's what she will have to do right here. And that is down low. 1-2 to Hodgson, so we'll have another 1-2 count for her. The Jays' third baseman trying to deliver here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. 5-0 already, Jays lead. And the pitch is up here, upstairs, and it is 2-2. So now, Hodgson has an even count in her favor here. Well, not in her favor. It's even. Could go either way. 2-2. Strike 3. Jays leave runners at first and second. We go to the 5th with the Jays on top. Still 5-0. There hasn't been a run scored since the 2nd. We'll be back in a moment here, postseason softball on FDS.
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Welcome back to Lamar's here at the Riverview Complex. Want to take a brief moment to thank our sponsors. And thank you for continuing to sponsor Gehlen Athletics here on Fuller Digital Solutions, EverTech, Sitzman Construction, Prime Bank, Taggart's Power Sports, and American Bank. 5-0 lead for the Jays as we go to the 5th inning, as the first pitch swung on and missed by number 21, Dana DeBoer, the number 9 batter. She struck out her first time up. As Emily Gehlen still out there, and she has been terrific. She's given up a few hits here and there, but 8 strikeouts. As that's strike number 2. And it seems like she's gotten almost more velocity as the game's gone on. And that is a ball 1-2. 1-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed. It's strike 3. As DeBoer goes down for the second time on strikes as out number 1 of the 5th inning. And that brings the top of the order back up for the Trinity Christian and Madeline Van Ginkel, the center fielder. She's 0 for 2 in the ball game, grounded back to the pitcher, and she struck out swinging. take a look and see if I can find some scores from around the area softball-wise. Or not, as that one is popped up and it's caught. Nice run to the softball by Gehlen, as it's a pop out back to the pitcher, and it's quickly 2 outs for Gehlen here in the 5th. So nothing that I see as of updates at the moment, but keep an eye on social media and, of course, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's website to see who the Jays will be playing tomorrow. Again, that is when the game is scheduled to play tomorrow here at Gehlen. One and one as that one fouled off. Close to hitting a car out there, but just got over. 1 and 1, and that is up and away. 2 and 1. That one fouled off again. 2 and 2. This would be the only the second 1-2-3 inning for the Jays defensively and on the mound for Gehlen. So let's see what happens if she can get Alyssa Mawson. Ball 3, and the count goes to full. With Mawson at the plate, Heinen on deck, the catcher. Jays trying to, again, have their first 1-2-3 inning in a while, as that one fouled off to stay alive. Again, Carson Schubert here with you on Fuller Digital Solutions. 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Jays scoring all 5 of their runs in the 2nd inning. With 9 ladies coming to the plate, that's a 2-out walk to put Mawson on the board, on the bases rather. And it's a runner on first now with 2 outs. Hayden Bogard going to run at first. And that brings up Kiana Heinen. That one fouled back. One strike. Two down, runner at first, and the pitch is a ground ball. It's tipped by Gehlen, and now the runner going to third, Hayden Bogard, and it's runners at the corners. And we will call that a base hit. Call that a base hit for Heinen. And that brings up Ava Brummel, 0 for 2 in the game. She struck out and flew out to center. Now the ball was just out of the reach of Gehlen, and Alish could not field it in time to get a good throw off at second. Kind of caught her going towards second base, and the ball ended up going towards first base. I think she was going, and that hits the Trinity Christian bus here down the first base line. As I guess that the bus did not feel that one too much, because it does not look like there was any damage. Maybe a nick there, but no breaking of glass or anything. As that is a strike, as it's 0-2 and a Awkward swing that time by Brummel. 2 strikes, runners at the corners for the Tigers. They've had runners in scoring position multiple times. And now they finally are going to have their first run as that goes to the backstop. And the Tigers are on the board. It's 5-1. Runner going to second on the play as well. A wild pitch. So now 1 run in for the Tigers and a chance to make it a ball game here. Home plate umpire brushes off home plate as we do a 1-2 pitch. Gehlen delivers low, and it's 2-2. Two and two. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Brummel swings and misses, but they do get their first run of the game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-1 now. Jays on
Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
This is how it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You-Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
There is 1 out here on Fuller Digital Solutions here in the bottom of the 5th. As there's a bunt by Alish, and she is going to be thrown out, and it's quickly 2 outs as the Jays go down quickly here to start the inning. It's a ground out to the third baseman on the bunt attempt. So 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. As that brings up Cindy Pullen, and she takes the ball, the designated player. And the pitch is swung on and missed. It's 1-1. One and one as Mawson trying to pitch a clean fifth, and that is a ball. 2-1. So we are trying to avoid the rain as much as possible, as it's been pretty dry since earlier, as it's been kind of sprinkling off and on since pretty much the start of the game. Actually, I should say it's actually been sprinkling pretty steadily. But there was a little lull within the last 15-20 minutes, and now it's kind of picking up a little bit more once again. 3-2 to Poland. She's walked twice, scored a run as well. And actually had an RBI because of that walk. So 3-2 to Poland. Here's the pitch for Mawson, and it's swung on and foul. Three and two to Poland, and that pitch is swung on into shallow right. The second baseman out to make the catch is Mesa Cleveringa. So a P4, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Alyssa Mawson as we go to the sixth inning. Still 5-1 Jays on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Our radio family is growing. Now you can listen to all of the Vermilion Tanagers broadcast on two stations, 101.5 FM and AM 1570. When the Tanagers are playing, tune in to either 101.5 FM or AM 1570 to catch the voice of the Tanagers, Heath Nimke, for every play. In addition, we invite you to listen to all of our ESPN programming. We thank you for listening and our radio sponsors that allow us to broadcast all of the Vermilion Tanager sports on ESPN, 101.5 FM and AM 1570.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online, too, at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
Welcome back to the Riverview Complex in Lamar's. The first pitch of the inning is screamed foul. The Jays trying to hold off the Tigers here in the late innings. The top of the sixth inning, one strike to Belle Schiermeyer, the first baseman. She has singled and doubled in the game. Hasn't been able to come around to score, however. And that's a pop-up into shallow right center. The catch made by Wardehoff. And it's out number one. So one down. Schiermeyer retired for the first time. And here is the shortstop, Micaiah DeAger. She is 1 for 1. She had a base hit, stole a base, and then also had a sacrifice. She takes ball one. So she is yet to be retired and have it actually count towards an at-bat. So 1-0. No updates on the baseball game at the moment. 2-0 now. Again, the Jays scheduled to play again tomorrow night. Kind of a weird sky right now. Part of the sky is dark and part of the sky with the sun peeking through as it's shining on the trees down the left field and even into, well, pretty much the whole outfield has the sun shining on it from the sky, but then the sky down the right foul line, and it's kind of pretty dark sky. So we'll see if there is any more rain that comes our way here, if it picks up. So we'll see what happens. So a 1-out walk. And a quick visit from the catcher, Jaden Barthol. So now back out to behind the plate. Runner at first with 1 out. As here is a pitch, and that is a strike, and the throw down to second, not in time, a stolen base for Dieger. So a RISP opportunity, a runner in scoring position opportunity for Messa Cleveringa, the second baseman. She struck out twice, and it's 2 strikes. Can start to see the end of a rainbow out there in right center field. Beautiful rainbow starting to take a little shape there. So looks like we're getting close to being done with the rain completely tonight. Well, maybe. Could be more rain later, actually, according to what I saw on my phone earlier. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully done until at least the conclusion of the game. Like I said, farmers, if you want some rain, I don't mind if you do. But if we could just wait till after this game's over, that would be great. And I know, again, we don't control the weather, but just pray for the rain to hold off, I guess, until after this game is over. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher, and it will be out number 2. As Cleveringa is retired. And a runner going to third is Dieger, and that's 2 down for Julia Van Manen. She's popped out and struck out. Down to their final 4 outs of the night as the pitch is outside and high. 1-0. That pitch is popped up, and it will get out of play. 1-1 to Van Manen. If you would have asked me earlier, I thought looking at the forecast and the radar, I would have said I don't think we're playing softball, but we ended up sticking through it as the rain kind of drizzled out towards the end of the afternoon, and we were able to have some softball this evening. 1-2 after that one was hit well, but right back to the fence. And 1-2, and count 2-2. And it is a full count now. So, full count. And that pitch grounded back to Gehlen, and she'll throw to first. And that will retire the side. A couple of groundouts back to the pitcher. And that takes care of the Tigers. As we go to the bottom of the sixth, 5-1, Jays.
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions coverage here of Jays postseason softball in the Class 1A Region 1 first round, as the Jays with a 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the sixth inning. First pitch of the inning is fouled down the third base line rather. One strike. Now the rainbow down the left field line. Can't see the end of it in right center anymore. One strike. And it's 0-2 to Bartle. Tigers will have 9-1-2 due up in the top of the seventh inning. And the 0-2 to Barthel is low. One and two. 1-2 pitch. And strike three called as Barthel is down on strikes for the second time. She started out her night with a 2-run single and then scored a run and has struck out twice since then. And now Larissa Poland, the number 9 batter, she had a double, 2 runs batted in on that double, and then it grounded out to the pitcher. So 1 for 2. And there's a base hit ripped into left field past the shortstop, as she pokes it through the hole between third and short. That brings up the top of the order, the left-handed hitting Tiffany Wardehoff. As with one out and a runner on, see what she could do. And a bunt attempt, and it will work, but it is going to be out at first, so a sacrifice for Wardoff. So now Alyssa Kolbeck will have a chance to drive in a run with 2 down. Kolbeck is 0 for 2, flew out to right. She popped out to the catcher, and she walked in her last plate appearance, was left at second base. And now we'll have an opportunity to drive in, as that is a ground ball. Nice knock down by the second baseman, and that's going to do it. Quickly retiring the side, and we go to the 7th. Last chance for Trinity Christian on Fuller Digital Solutions coming up next.
Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
This is how it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with YouPick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Lamar's here at the Riverview Complex, the first round of the Class 1A Region 1 softball tournament. Carson Schubert here on Fuller Digital Solutions as we get you ready for the possible final 3 outs of the night for Trinity Christian. They need 4 runs to tie, 5 to take the lead. And the Jays still having Emily Gehlen out there pitching. She has been outstanding, allowing only 1 run so far, and she has had quite a few strikeouts, 8, I believe. And the first pitch is delivered for a strike to Dana DeBoer, the number 9 batter. It's 9-1-2 for the Tigers. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And the 0-2 is up and away, and it's 1-2. And swing and a miss, and strikeout number 11. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10. I have the 10th strikeout there. Actually, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think it's 10, but there's a ground ball over to first and a quick unassisted play made there by the first baseman, Cora Yaki. So 3 unassisted, and now it's up to Alyssa Mawson, the pitcher, to keep the game alive for the Tigers. 5-1 lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Emily Gehlen trying to pitch a complete game and only give up 1 run in the process. First pitch is outside. Tigers trying to stay alive this season. And the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. There's a ground ball to second, and it goes into center field as it was bobbled by Alish. A rare error by her. So an E4 allowing Massa to reach. And a courtesy runner is Aiton Bogart again. And now it's Heinen. Kiana Heinen. She has singled, reached on an error, and struck out. on the night. It is 11 strikeouts after I finally got it figured out. And it's 1-1 to Heinen. Two and one. Runner at first base is a ground ball now here to short. Throwing it across, and that's the ball game. 5-1 the final as a ground ball by Heinen to short. And a throw over to first by the shortstop Larissa Poland. Gloved by the first baseman Cora Yaki. And that is the ball game as the Jays will be facing the winner of GTRA, Grettinger Terrell Ruth Van Aerscher, or MMCRU tomorrow night right here at Gehlen, here at the Riverview Complex. So we'll see which team they end up playing, and keep an eye on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and also you might hear an announcement as well from the athletic director, Kirk Kroneisel, or somebody from Gehlen as well. So just keep an eye on that for tomorrow and take a look here at the final statistics. Well, we'll do that here in a brief moment after we hear from our sponsors on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Our radio family is growing. Now you can listen to all of the Vermilion Tanagers broadcast on two stations, 101.5 FM and AM 1570. When the Tanagers are playing, tune in to either 101.5 FM or AM 1570 to catch the voice of the Tanagers, Keith Nimke, for every play. In addition, we invite you to listen to all of our ESPN programming. We thank you for listening, and our radio sponsors that allow us to broadcast all of the Vermilion Tanager sports on ESPN, 101.5 FM and AM 1570.
And welcome back to Lamar's. We are actually going to take a exit here, and we'll recap that game. I believe the plan as of right now is to call the game tomorrow night, the softball game, as the Jays advance here. So unless for some reason we don't get to call that game, you'll have to keep updated Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel for tomorrow. But rain is still kind of coming down, so I'm going to put the equipment to bed here for the evening. But I will relay statistics for you tomorrow if we have a broadcast tomorrow. Otherwise, our next scheduled broadcast is for Saturday as the Jays get ready to play in their first baseball postseason matchup on Saturday night here from the Riverview Complex in Lamar. So keep an eye on that. That is going to do it here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Thanks for tuning in here on YouTube. Carson Schubert saying so long and have a great rest of your evening. Stay dry. Bye-bye.